Greetings, wrestling fans. My name is Wesley Walker, and together with Maartrix, we had an idea to start a WWE 2K24 universe mode. And basically, on this YouTube channel, um, we're gonna we're gonna go along with it. We're gonna show you how much we are vibing with the universe mode. We're gonna hopefully bring you some nice and amazing matches and storylines. And yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy it. In this first episode, or like episode 0, I should say, I just quickly want to go over the draft that we did and the current champions that we have. Maartrix will also be part of the videos, but that's mostly gonna be on pay-per-views. It's probably not gonna be the first pay-per-view yet, but the most important thing is that is off-stream we decide all our matches, or like off video I should say, like while like before making the videos we have like a spreadsheet that we make, and then we like decide, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. But yeah, the most important thing that is that Maartrix is the GM of Monday Night Raw, and me, Wesley Walker, is the GM of SmackDown. That being said, I'm quickly gonna go over the Raw roster. We basically drafted around 30-35 males and around 10 females. We both have 2 women tag teams. You can ignore the champions for now. I'll go over them in a bit either way. I think we both have a nice selection of superstars. Maartrix focused like really on like the NXT people, the new people, while me, I was more focused on the legends, like people like Bray Wyatt, the Judgment Day, the Bloodline, Logan Paul. Yeah, a lot of nice people here. And then obviously we also have NXT, which is all the people who are undrafted. Does that mean they can never show up on our shows? The answer is no. They definitely will be part of the shows. There's also a 24/7 championship where NXT is involved. But yeah, basically all the people from NXT are free agents. They do have their own show on NXT, but they are independent. They can go to Monday Night Raw, they can go to SmackDown. You can basically see them everywhere. That being said, I quickly want to go over the champions and basically go over what happened in basically the first 2 weeks, because as you can see we already played, or like 1 week I should say. So what happened in that week? Well, basically we had some number 1 contender matches because nobody was a champion going into Backlash. And then we actually had an amazing Backlash. I'm just gonna go over the champions to say a little bit about the matches that happened, so you can picture yourself a little bit. So for the first champion we have obviously Cody Rhodes, who is World Heavyweight Championship. It wasn't that easy for him to become champion. He had to first he had the number 1 contender match against, if I remember correctly, against Bobby Lashley it was. He won that match, and then he had to play in the final, or like wrestle in the final against the winner of Gunther versus Drew McIntyre, and it was Gunther who came on top. But Gunther in the end on Backlash lost the one-on-one against Cody Rhodes. So here you have your World Heavyweight Championship for Monday Night Raw. Then the Intercontinental Championship, Jey Uso had a similar path. He defeated Ilya Dragunov to go to Backlash to fight for this prestigious title. The other number 1 contender, Maartrix, actually made a triple threat between Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston and Big E. So yeah, it was nice to see the New Day go at it. In the end, it was Big E who won that matchup. So we had Big E versus Jey Uso to open the show on Backlash. But it was Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, who won the Intercontinental Championship. Then for the Raw Tag Team Championship, um, we also had number one contender games. Imperium, who are the champions, they won a number one contender game against Gallus. So that was Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. In the finals in Backlash, they won against the Wolf Dogs, so Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, who defeated the Creed brothers to go to Backlash. And then a little bit controversial here. Io Sky is the women's championship. She got here by first winning a triple threat on Monday Night Raw to become number one contender against Bayley and Asuka, former and current Damage Control members. Then the other number one contender was Gigi Dolan, because she won the match against Cora Jade. But yeah, the match on Backlash itself was really controversial. To explain what happened, at some point both women exit the ring. 7 count, 8 count, 9 count. Io Sky walks into the ring, and Gigi Dolan, we're not sure what happened with Gigi Dolan. We might have to ask Maartrix for an update on that. Maybe you will get that in the next episode. But yeah, Gigi Dolan had the brain freeze, and she was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go into the ring," and that's why Io Sky won the women's championship after only, I think, like 2 minutes by countout. So really controversial. We definitely will know more about the situation later. Anyways, Women Tag Teams Championship. We will talk about that later, because those are actually for SmackDown. But the Women's Tag Team Championship will be defended every pay-per-view. And it will always be the brand who doesn't have the Tag Team Championship. They are gonna challenge for the titles. And currently the Tag Team Championships are then belonging of SmackDown, which is my brand. So on SmackDown then we have Randy Orton as the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The way he got there was also pretty nice. He won a number one contendership match against your tribal chief, indeed. Roman Reigns lost his debut match on Universe mode. Then he had to fight on Backlash against Seth Rollins, who won his number one contender match against Kevin Owens. We had, I think it was like, it is a contender already for match of the year. It's sad that you guys couldn't be here to witness it, but it was a really amazing match. Yeah, Randy Orton beat Seth Rollins fair and square, and we have our first undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Then on the mid-card side, we have Sami Zayn, who won the United States Championship. He actually had to fight on Backlash against 2 people. So Sami Zayn himself won a number one contenders match against, in real life, current USA champion Logan Paul. The other 2 people in the match were Rey Mysterio, who beat his own son to get to this match. And then we also had Chad Gable, who beat LA Knight. So we had a nice triple threat match, which was also a really good match. In the end, Sami Zayn came on top, but it was basically anyone's game. It was a really interesting match. And yeah, on SmackDown you will hear more about that, so look forward to that on episode 2. Then the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, so you can see the Tag Team Championships are split. We didn't unify them or anything. I like it more this way, because we both have like 8 tag teams or something, or like tag teams and stables, so I think we can both use a tag team title. Anyways, the Judgment Day, they also had to go through some number one contender matches. Pretty Deadly was the team who lost against the Judgment Day, making them go to Backlash. The other team that was in the final was Awesome Truth, Miz and Truth. They beat 8 Down Under, Theory and Grayson Waller. And then, yeah, it was a pretty one-sided match, I'd say. Judgment Day, they are the current tag team championship, and it doesn't end there for Judgment Day, because as you can see, Rhea Ripley is the women's championship. That was actually the only match that didn't have a #1 contender match. Why? I basically just put, in my opinion, my 4 strongest women in a match. So that was Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, and Alexa Bliss. They went at it. It was Rhea Ripley in the end who came up on top. So she's gonna be the women's championship starting from now. And then the last title we have is the women's tag team champions. So as I said, they will be defended. They will be like part of both Raw and SmackDown, defended every pay-per-view. The Riot Squad, yes, there is a new Riot Squad. The Riot Squad consists of Liv Morgan, Blair Davenport, excuse me, and Alexa Bliss. So they will be the new Riot Squad. They had to, on Backlash, they had a match against the Unholy Union, so Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. And yeah, it was Liv and Blair who came up on top, and they are the first women's tag team championship of this universe mode. So yeah, I hope you guys, oh yeah, one more thing. We also have a, if I go quickly there, we also have a 24/7 championship. How the 24/7 championship works, we basically, we selected a random superstar from NXT who was gonna be the first 24/7 champion, which was Ricochet actually. Then what we're planning to do is every pay-per-view we're gonna put a triple threat match for the 24/7 championship with one member of Raw, one member of SmackDown, and one member of NXT. So now it was Austin Theory, Ricochet, and Xavier Woods. Austin Theory and Xavier Woods, who both lost a #1 contender match. And yeah, it was Xavier Woods who came on top on that triple threat. So he's gonna be defending his 24/7 championship on Clash of Title against one superstar of SmackDown and one superstar of NXT. But yeah, that's basically it for the roster and the championships. We're using the normal calendar of Universe Mode, which means that we're gonna have 2 weeks of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. NXT will always be like automatically generated. We're not gonna do anything with it. It's always gonna be a full sim. As you can see, there's like a couple of rivalries going on, but we have nothing to do with that. So yeah, what the plan is basically, I don't know. I'm gonna try to have like a scheme on when to upload, like in how many days and stuff like that. But I can't confirm anything on like if it's gonna be every day, every 2 days, every 3 days, or if it's gonna be a random. I can't tell. We're basically both busy people and we're doing this for fun, and yeah, we hope we can make some people happy with our content. But yeah, so basically the plan is that we're gonna do either 1 or 2 shows every video, and from each show we're gonna do either 1 or 2 matches. If it's gonna be 2 matches, it's probably gonna be 1 show. If it's gonna be if it's only gonna be 1 match, we're probably gonna do Raw and SmackDown on the same video. But I think we're just gonna do 2 videos from Raw, or like 2 matches from Raw, 2 matches from SmackDown. And then basically the pay-per-view itself, all matches will be streamed. So that's gonna be divided in a couple of episodes. But yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to this as much as we are. If you like the idea, make sure to give us a follow, make sure to like the video, and tell us in the comments if you have any ideas. Maybe any ideas of like more women tag teams, because we both have only 2 women tag teams. So if there's like, oh, these 2 women would be a nice pairing, let us know. Yeah, thanks for watching the video, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the first episode, which will be the Monday Night Raw first taping. So yeah, see you then.